Hey everybody, welcome to my garden. This is Jim from Beaver Creek Reserve. The reason I brought you to my garden today is because it's time to weed. But unlike this looks pretty bad, doesn't it? But unlike most people, I like to eat what comes out of my garden, and you should too. So why don't you come on in and take a look here, and we're going to look at 4 different weeds that you can eat right out of your garden. I'm going to start with this one. It's probably a really commonly recognized weed. This is lamb's quarter. This is a relative of the spinach plant. And if you look on the bottoms of the leaves, I wish I had some water, I should have brought that. There's kind of like a fine grainy powder, and you can see I can sort of rub that off. Now some people when they eat this have an objection to that graininess. You can either eat this raw. There's a very nice flavor, it tastes a lot like spinach. Or you can cook it for about 8 minutes in some boiling salted water. It's excellent. So don't throw this one over the fence. Eat it. Now, right across the way here, I have a beautiful wood sorrel plant going. And you might think, well, that looks like a shamrock, and it certainly does. And this is what the flower looks like. It's just starting to flower. If you take the leaves from this and eat them, they have a wonderful, bright, lemony flavor. They're great to add to a salad, to eat fresh. I just like them for thirst quenching. Some people say you can make tea out of it. I've never tried that. Give it a try, maybe you'll like it. Now another one right next to the lamb's quarter, and what's starting to carpet my garden here, is purslane. Purslane is very high in vitamin A and iron. It's delicious. It's like a succulent. It almost looks like a jade plant. Now this one you got to be a little careful of because it grows low on the ground, right? So that means it's in close proximity to sand. Sand is not a wild edible. Don't try to eat it. So make sure you get the leaves rinsed off well, okay? Eat these. Just the way they are. They are fabulous. You can see I could eat for a while here. One more thing. I managed to eradicate most of this from my garden, but I've got some sheep sorrel growing here, and this stuff doesn't look real good, but sheep sorrel has these funny looking little leaves, and I think they're called sheep sorrel because it looks like the head of a sheep with 2 little ears sticking out. This is one that grows in your lawn or in your garden, and you can't mistake it. It too has a nice lemony flavor to eat fresh, add to a salad. It's absolutely wonderful. So 4 plants you should be eating and not throwing out of your garden that are really good for you. Lamb's quarter, wood sorrel, purslane, and sheep sorrel.
Could we maybe have some peas or tomatoes too?